Alright class, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope the next 3 days go well while I'm getting married. If you guys have questions, obviously when I come back on Tuesday, I'll be more than happy to answer them. But the plan is to have a quiz on Tuesday. So the next couple days will be some new material. You guys will review on Monday, and then I'll be back on Tuesday to review real quick before the quiz and take the quiz. The next set of material is not too difficult, but there are some notes that you guys want to make sure you go through. What I would suggest is making sure you guys have your um, your video on a good volume. You make sure if you want, you can fast forward if you think you understand what's going on, and you can see if you get these no problems correctly, these examples correct, and then you will obviously be able to use them for your in-class group work that you should have done each day. So again, make sure everything goes well over the next couple of days and help each other out if you need to. Today we're going to learn about complementary and supplementary angles. They're very similar. Complementary angles are a pair of angles that will always sum to 90 degrees. So basically they form a right angle. They don't have to be together. They could be two separate angles apart, but they'll always add up to 90 degrees. And supplementary angles are a pair of angles that sum to 180 degrees. So very, very similar. So a couple of examples. What's the complementary angle of 41? Well, 90 minus 41, you figure out your leftover. So 90 minus 41 is 49 degrees. Again, if this is a spot where you think you can get the next two, you might want to pause it and see what you can do. 72, 90 minus 72 would be 18 degrees. 102, so 90 minus 102 would be negative 12 degrees. You'd have to have a negative angle. We won't do too much with that, but just an example for you guys to see. What's the supplementary of 100 or 40 degrees? So we do 180 minus 40 degrees is 140. Again, you can always pause and rewind if you need to, if you didn't catch something, so feel free to do that. 180 minus 44 is 36 degrees. And 180 minus 89 is 91 degrees. Some of you might be able to do those in your head. So obviously some basic examples to start with. Example 3. Name two complementary angles. Okay, so that'd be a pair of angles. For example, if you look at angle BEC and CED, those form 90 degrees. So angle BEC and angle CED. Two supplementary angles, that'd be something like angle AEB and angle BED. Together they make that straight angle, or they make a linear pair, which we'll get to later on. So angle AEB and angle BED, they form 180 degrees. Okay, so how about some right angles, just for some little review in here. Maybe a right angle is angle AEB. Or maybe you were thinking angle BED. Either of those make a 90-degree angle. And a straight angle. You only have one straight angle in here. That would be angle AED. Straight across. That's your straight angle. So a little mix and review as well. Example 4. Okay, again, you guys have seen problems like that. Like this. You're given angle A and B in expressions, and you're told that angle A is complementary to angle B, or that's for the next example. I'm sorry. Example 4, you're just given this picture, but you see that that's a 90-degree angle. You guys have seen stuff like this before. So hopefully you're already thinking your setup, and maybe you paused and you tried to set this up on your own. But we would say that these two little angles make up the 90-degree big angle. So combine like terms, subtract, and divide. So you get x equals 10. And I know some of you might take a little bit longer to do that. That's no problem. In the second one that I started to get to, you have these two angles are complementary to each other. So if you're told that right here, these two angles need to be 90 degrees combined. So we would do something like we just did. 5x plus 11 plus 7x plus 7 equals 90. Again, those two angles make up the big angle. Combine like terms. And again, it might be a good idea to pause and see if you can go ahead and do your algebra. Subtract and divide. So you get x equals 6, and now I want to know measure of angle 1, which is the easy part. All you need to do, or angle A rather, is plug in right there. So 5 times 6 is 30, plus 11 is 41 degrees. Excuse me. So again, rewind if you need to, but that's the main idea. Got two more examples on the back. First one, these are now supplementary angles. These together make that straight angle that we've done before, or 180 degrees. So 14x plus 6 plus 2x plus 14 make 180 degrees. 16x, combine like terms, 6 and 14 is 20, equals 180. Subtract to get rid of addition. 16x equals 160. Some of you might be able to do this one in your head because those cancel out and you're left with 10. And the last one. Again, m is supplementary to n, so that means these two angles combined make 180. So our setup would be something like 6x plus 10 plus 4x minus 30 equals 180. Combine like terms. Add 10x equals 200 and divide by 10. Again, if you need to go back at all on this, go ahead and do it. So you get x equals 20. And again, here's the easy part. Go ahead and plug that 20 into angle n. 4 times 20 is 80. 80 minus 30 is 50 degrees. So now you figured out angle n. Again, if any of that was too fast for you guys, if you need to go back and look at anything, go ahead and do that. Rewind back to the beginning, whatever you guys need to do to make sure you're able to do the day 5 group work that will be attached to this set of notes. It'll be the next page in your notes, and then you'll do the same kind of thing for tomorrow. So pretty short videos that you guys can rewatch and then you can use again for your group work. Make sure you guys get your group work done each day. Make sure you guys are helping each other out and obviously behaving for the sub. Appreciate it, guys. I will see you guys on Tuesday.